Hi, it's Michelle. I'm here today to talk to you about these two men that ran for president. Yeah, we already know who won, and they probably gonna have to drag the other one out. But that's another story. Now, before the election, my daughter had came over. She said she wanted me to go with her voting. I said, "Oh, okay, I'll go with you." But I had something else in mind. So as we were sitting there, because she wanted to do it early, she said, "Oh, it closed early." Then I proceeded to tell her a story. And she had read it herself in the Bible. It was about when the Israelites got free from captivity, and God said, "I'm your God." And, they acted up and they wanted a king over them. And he said, "I'm your God." I didn't understand. I understood, but I couldn't understand why they wanted a king over them. But, it's in the Bible. You can read it. I just can't remember right now where it's at. And my daughter had read it. She said, "Oh, yeah, I don't understand why they needed a king and they had all powerful God." I said, "Mm hmm." Then I looked at her like that and I smiled. She said, "Oh, I didn't think of it that way. We doing the same thing in the election. We want a president over us, and we have all powerful God." Right? So she went home, and then the day of the election, here go my husband. I have to call him that because he doesn't want me to say his name, and I'm getting very tired of saying my husband. And he said, "Go with me, you know, to vote." Mm. Okay. I said, "Okay, I'll go with you." He said, "Now I want you to vote." Now I used to vote for years, all the time, since I was, old enough to vote. You know, I'm guilty of that voting, because I used to go in and say, "Hey, who's in office now? All right, and they out. They don't need a second chance." That's just me. So we went in there, and he had a little problem. They said, "I know you came last year, and we still can't find your name." So I went in there and they, gave him mine, and they told me, go on and vote. So I took my time and I voted. And we came out, and he was mad because he had to go to someplace else. He said, "Oh my God, I haven't lived there in like 15, 20 years." All right, all right. Mm-hmm. And then, he had Steve Harvey on the radio, and Steve was talking about voting, and I guess it inspired my husband. Like it would inspire a lot of young people or whatever, whatnot. And I understand because, a lot of people, we had debates, and a lot of people said it's your right to vote. People died for us voting, and on, our ancestors and stuff like that. So I understood, where they were coming from. So he got inspired, and I said, "Well, you go ahead and vote." So after days on, we found out, who won. It didn't make me a difference because to me they all the same. Now, he said, "Well, who did you vote for?" I said, I voted for my Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahushua. He said, what? I said, yes. That's who I voted for. He said, that wouldn't even count anyway. I said, but it counts to me to vote for the Heavenly Father and His Son. That's what counts for. And the sun just started shining. And I know everybody don't believe, and and we all have our own opinions and things we go through in life and everything. But that was me and my opinion and how I felt and who I want to reign over me forever. Not man. Because no way, never. I'm like, He's my God in heaven. He's always going to be my ruler. So, everybody, have a great day. And don't forget, push that red button and subscribe.